What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Gould's Gaming and Tech channel. Now, tell me if I'm alone on this, but I have a feeling that I'm not. The Galaxy S25 and the 25 Ultra is already pretty much set to be the best phone of 2025 for everything that it offers and all the competition lacks. That is not to say that this is any way, shape, or form a bashing video of the competitors, i.e. Apple, Google, Huawei, so on and so forth, but I feel like the Galaxy S25 Ultra will already separate itself pretty much from the competition. Now, just to give you guys some quick specs on what the Galaxy S25 and the Ultra is set to offer, we're going to just run down some quick specs. I won't make it too long, but before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you're new or returning, make sure to hit that like button. It's definitely appreciated. So without any further ado, let's run down some features and specs that the S25 Ultra will have. So for one, it's going to offer that brand new One UI 7. Now, right now it's currently in the beta, and from everything that I'm seeing and experiencing, the One UI 7 user interface is separating itself from any of the user interfaces of the competition. So much customization when it comes to One UI 7, as far as your control panels, the customization as far as the quick panels that you have, the control center, your wallpapers, lock screens, your lock clocks, your home screen clocks, and just all the third-party launchers that you can use with it, and just making it simpler to use. Now, keep in mind, it does take some elements from Google's UI and also Apple's UI, but obviously the Samsung main user interface and software is partially Google's software, so it's not a surprise there that it takes some elements. When it comes to Apple, I don't mind certain features that Apple has coming to the Samsung products. There are some things that Apple does great that Samsung doesn't, and vice versa. So the fact that this is kind of, biting off of the competition, hey, I take it as a win. They know what to do. They're learning from something that could be improved upon, and they're just implementing into their software. Now, another thing that it will have is the renewed design. Now, it's pretty much set to be the best phone because we can already expect what is to come from the competition. The Google Pixel took a major leap forward from the previous year to this year, or I guess last year. Now it's 2025, took a major leap from 2023 to 2024, but you pretty much know what to expect because once a company kind of sees a product that works, they pretty much refine it at that point. But one thing you can say about Samsung is that every year they pretty much try something new, and that something new is usually drastic, and it's not a small change, but it also isn't too drastic enough where it's just taking away from the identity of the phone itself. So the redesigned elements of the Galaxy S25 Ultra will be, more of a flatter edges, but it's still kind of round, so it won't be that squared off edge like it used to be on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's going to be more of a flat rounded edge, and again taking elements from its competition, more so mimicking its S24 lineup and also the iPhone lineup. It's flat rounded edges, if that makes any kind of sense. And also the camera modules will be a little bit different and smaller bezels, and that hole punch camera is supposedly going to be a little bit smaller. Now, another major heavy hitter when it comes to the 25 Ultra is the battery. You're dealing with 5,000 milliamps on the Ultra model, and again, the iPhone 17 more than likely will look like the 16. Now, I will be the first to say I was wrong, but I think at this point it's safe to say that the 16 will be very similar to the 17 and very similar to the 15. You see the trend that it's kind of going in, so I don't see too much of a change there. They maybe change the camera module, but you pretty much know what you're getting when it comes to getting an iPhone. And that's not to say that it's bad, it's just to say that iPhones are very reliable, very sturdy. The security on the iPhone is great, but it's not much change when it comes to what the iPhone has 1 year versus the next year, as opposed to the Samsung phones. You notice there's going to be a difference. And also with the iPhone, you do have Apple Intelligence, but it's very limited right now. Right now it's in the beta process right now, and they're still kind of working out some kinks of it. Now, the cameras on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, you're going to have a 200 megapixel wide, 10 megapixel telephoto, and a 50 megapixel ultra wide, which is all still top of the line specs. The weight will be 219 grams, so it's going to be kind of light compared to its previous model, And the chipset, obviously every year they come out with a new chip, but it's going to have that Snapdragon 8 Elite chip in it, and that's pretty much compared to, you know, Apple's chipset. They're going to improve the chip every year, so it's just to say that it's going to be fast and more snappy and improved. And as far as the colors, my personal opinion, I'm going to go with the black, but they're going to have titanium black, blue, gray, and silver. I have the regular raw brushed titanium color now, but I'm probably going to be moving towards that black titanium look. When it comes to intelligence, as we spoke about before, this will be coming with Gemini AI. Now, Gemini compared to Siri, compared to Google, and you can see I did a comparison on my channel if you want to check that video out. The link will be in the description, but I did basically a test of the voice assistants on each phone, and it pretty much showed that in comparison to Siri and Bixby and also Gemini. So that will be a major thing. Obviously, this phone is not going to launch without Google Assistant, but it will have Bixby and Gemini on it as well. But more people are going to tend to go with the new Gemini. And now when it comes to its competition, we have to again speak on customization. I think the Samsung Galaxy phones are bar none the best devices that you can use for customization. Now, yes, Apple did recently release a new feature that allows you to customize your phone a little bit more than you could in the previous years. And also the Google Pixel is not shy of customization as well. But I think taking elements from the Google Pixel and also the iPhone, putting those all in one, you have a good mesh of different features when it comes to the Galaxy S series. So you're gonna have tons of customization, and I've done again customization videos on this channel with the Galaxy device as well. So if you want to check that out, make sure to check the link in the description. But so much customization. I mean, you can literally customize every aspect of your phone when it comes to the home screens, lock screens, your lock clocks, your widgets that are on your lock screen, your home screen widgets, how you want your alarms to show, how you want your messages to interact with yourself, how you want to search for objects with circles, everything. So much customization, your edge lighting, all that and above. There's tons of customization in this device, and I think users are going to be super happy with the results. And now lastly, the display is a 6.8 AMOLED display, 120 hertz. Most devices nowadays have 120 hertz as well, but we really love that AMOLED display that will come on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, just like the Galaxy S24 Ultra. They all have that AMOLED display, so it's going to be super nice. But all of these things that I mentioned are what puts this device miles ahead of all of the other competitors in the same flagship market. Now, I know it's the beginning of the year and you're probably thinking, how the heck is this already dubbed the best phone of 2025? And like I said previously, it's because you already know what to expect. The iPhone 17 and 17 Pro Max, it's pretty much going to be very similar to the previous years, unless Apple does something completely off the wall and changes maybe the camera. But the last year with the whole camera button, it wasn't as big of a hit as they probably were intending it to be. And outside of that, most users explained that it just seemed like the same phone and they didn't really utilize that camera button. The biggest competition I would say to Samsung at this point is probably Google and Google Pixel, because Google Pixel made an astounding leap from the previous year to the current year, and now I was actually interested in getting this device, but the Galaxy S24 Ultra was pretty much holding me down. But the Google Pixel is definitely in the ranks for, you know, top phone of the year. But I think once people get this phone in their hand, people will be amazed with how good the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Galaxy S series is going to be. So when you compare the Galaxy S24 Ultra and what is going to be the Galaxy S25 Ultra compared to the iPhone 16 series and 16 Pro Max, it's only a difference of $100. So yes, it's $100 more expensive for that Galaxy phone, but you're, in my opinion, getting a lot more bang for your buck going with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is the best phone of 2025 already. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I definitely want to check those out. Again, Samsung's event is in a couple days, so we're going to stay tuned for that. So if you want to check out my live stream of that, make sure to subscribe and like so you can be aware of all the notifications. I will be live streaming on Wednesday at 1 p.m. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.